FMPH. We also have the stories on our mobile app, so go over there and drop a comment as well at Super FM Global. Super FM Global, download the mobile app, install it. We've got goodies coming your way. We'll be giving away a lot of free gifts. We have already started that, so stick around, download that app and be a part of all of that goodness. On Facebook anyways, Super 93.3 FM. Leave your comment. You see the post. I will not be able to take all of the news, the headlines, but if you're leaving a comment, then you have a wide range of options. On Instagram, it's at Super FM 93.3. Twitter is Super FM 933. And of course, YouTube, Super FM PH. We're streaming live on both Facebook and YouTube. Okay, moving away now. Still in the Punch newspaper, Riversman hacks wife with cutlass over girlfriend. Now, the man, identified as simply Chima, and his male lover have allegedly hacked his wife at Omerelu community in the Ikwerre local government area of Rivers State. Now, it was gathered that trouble started when the wife, identified as only Wakego, confronted him for bringing his girlfriend to their home on Monday, and she was subsequently attacked by the duo. Now, the victim's elder brother, Anayo Warishi, while speaking to journalists in Port Harcourt, said his sister was seriously injured and rushed to the hospital. Incredible. All right, still on the Punch newspaper, power generation falls by 503 megawatts and workers threaten strike. Now, in another report, it was stated that the federal government has suspended promotion examination and is quite silent on the issue of the strike that is being proposed or even threatened to take place by electricity workers. Now, Nigeria's power generation dropped by 502.7 megawatts on Tuesday as members of the National Union of Electricity Employees and their counterparts in the Senior Staff Association of Electricity and Allied Companies grounded the nationwide operations of the Transmission Company of Nigeria the very same day. And it was observed that power generation on the national grid recorded an off-peak of 2,551.7 megawatts on Monday and rose to a peak of 4,688.6 megawatts the same day, but this dropped to 4,185.9 megawatts as at 6 a.m. yesterday. All right, my last story on the Punch newspaper here says, reps query Agric Ministry's 18 billion naira bush clearing contract. This is so interesting. Now, the House of Representatives Committee on Public Accounts is investigating the Federal Ministry of Agriculture over the award of contracts worth about 18.9 billion naira to several companies to clear bushes during the COVID-19 lockdown. Wow. I mean, wouldn't you like to be one of the people who clear the bush for the least 5 million naira or 10 million naira even? All right. I mean, I have someone here who's practicing holding the hoe or the cutlass to do the needful. Take a break from work for the next 1 month and just go and clear the bush and come back with at least 10 million naira and decide whether or not you want to go back to work. All right, let me move on now to the Guardian newspaper. Quite interesting stories, quite a number of those stories there. Leave your comments coming on social media. I have just 5 more minutes to wrap up this one. Now, it says here that wealthy Nigerians, middle-class youths in web of naira shorten. Now, confidence in the economy has dropped to its lowest ebb, emboldening some Nigerians, the wealthy and hustlers, to be, to bet against the naira. Investigations have suggested. Now, as desperate behaviors intensify, the lines between the elite and ordinary folks, as well as the vanishing middle class and struggling youths, are fast disappearing, with the majority boxed in the same ring while they watch the currency lose its peg. Now, the only people who are quite excited about the fact that the naira is losing value are those people who are earning in dollars while still living in naira. All right, away from that one now, governors meet with Buhari today on economy, security, and sack of civil servants. The states of the economy will dominate talks when the 36 governors meet today with the president. Now, this is the first since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. Of course, you know that this meeting between the governors and the president, the first since the outbreak, has become necessary because of the worsening economic downturn. And the Director General of the NGF, Okauru Ashishana, said several governors reasoned that it's high time they told each other the bare truth by confronting each other on a situation and brainstorming on it. We hope this meeting goes well, and we'll let you know what the outcome of it says. Okay, moving on now. The Accord Party says Accord Party candidate is the most competent, and others are just social media noise makers. And this is according to a party chieftain. And it's interesting here that Emeka, a chieftain of Accord, Williams Emeka, president of the Young Nigerians in Corporate World, has said that the presidential candidate of Accord Party, Chris Imumolen, is more competent than all other contenders for presidency. And according to him, he says Nigeria needs a president who can solve the country's challenges and foster unity. And I quote him by saying, at this current state that we are in, this country, what we need is a president that understands how a sane system works, a president that knows his onions, what to create, what to correct, what to eradicate, and then the result. And that's what he says. And he says what we have so far, including Peter Obi, are candidates who just make noise on social media. And everybody will say, my mama soup, nice sweet pass. That's how it is. Every candidate, every party member, of course, will laud and sing the praise and shout about the competence of their personal candidates. Now, former military head of state of Nigeria, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, has said that seek God's intervention over our political activities. And that's what he tells Nigerians, that Nigerians should seek God's intervention over our political activities. He said this yesterday while speaking with journalists in Mina. Remember that he turns 81 today. And in his remark, he urged Nigerians to continue to have faith in the unity of the country and remain resolute that things will get better. And I am one of those people. He says, I quote him, I plead with us to be patient with one another and be prayerful for God's intervention in our socio-economic and political activities. We need to continue to sensitize people on how to live in peace and harmony for peace, progress, and for the continuous existence as a nation. And he went on to say we need to do away with hate speech, things and those comments that can divide us, those comments that poke at our unity. And I agree with him. All right, so finally on one of our local blogs here, it says that 120 suspected oil thieves arrested by the EFCC. And then Governor Wike was quoted as saying, I don't want to be a minister. That's what the governor said, that he's not ready to be a minister in 2023. And he disclosed this during the commissioning of the VIP lounge of the Port Harcourt International Airport. And in another report here, he says no party can win election fighting itself, and that is so true. All right, these are the stories that I'll be looking at for now. But if you'd like to leave your comments, there are many other stories that I didn't speak about, and that's because it's only for those they're only for those people who join us via the social media lines and social media platforms. But in the meantime, anyways, let's take your comments right now in real time. 081-17431 021. Again, 081-174-31021 and 0705-079-1021. Good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt.
Good morning, the very distinguished audience. How are you doing this morning?
Very good, thank you. Welcome.
Yes, so very fantastic. I always like your analysis.
Thank you.
Meticulous on it.
Thank you very much.
Celebrate you.
Thank you.
You are saying something. 100 and something billion that was used to cut grass. National Assembly investigating it.
Not 100 and something. It's less than that. It's about 18 billion naira. 18 billion naira.
18 billion.
Yes, please.
Used to cut grass, bush.
To clear bush, yes, sir.
Is it hectares of bush? Are they trying to clear some part of Nigeria? Or are they trying to farm on those bushes? Are they trying to farm on those bushes?
Perhaps it's for more farming. It is, I guess.
For more farming?
Yes, perhaps.
And then what has been the output of that farm produce as it stands now? Or are they trying to clear the bushes into their pockets? Is it where the monies are going to into their own pockets? See, let's tell you said something yesterday concerning ASU. We should say amen. I told you that there is nothing I will say until I wait for the outcome of that meeting.
You don't have faith. You don't have faith. You don't have faith.
We don't have faith. Instead of us getting a good luck, they are getting a bad luck. And the Mr. President has paid death care to the plight of ASU. Look at it, he's watching why the educational system of this country is gradually collapsing. I think he doesn't have what to say.
All right.
So, champion the return of the ASU members. But
all right.
Although will continue to manage the situation.
Thank you so much.
Because people can attest that they have failed, and they have failed Nigeria woefully. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Temple. Good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt.
Good morning, my sister.
Good morning. JJ, welcome.
Thank you very, very much for welcoming me this morning. And they say wonders has ended long, long, long ago. FG can borrow to eternity. What are they borrowing this money for? I think that the borrowing of the FG right now, I will not say it's a foolish decision, but it's not wise at all. I was thinking that we can borrow to fix our refineries, especially when we have about 60 million consumption per day. My sister, close your eyes and imagine 60 million markets, and you make the returns and pay back the money, or better still, use the money for other infrastructure. But you spend money on rail line to Niger, to this and that. Even the one to Abuja, to Kaduna is not working again. The other one was shut down because of insecurity. Finally, we are paying almost 7.something trillion on subsidy. Can you beat that? How do we survive this, for goodness sake? So as far as I'm concerned, yes, LG can borrow, but what are we putting the money in? If it is lick and put the money in your pocket, then we are in a very big trouble. And you must step down, because you have said it, because the video, everything is there. And I thought that they said, who is wicked? Who can win River State? Who can win our election without wicked? I think it has done on them that wicked hold the swing that can make them win or lose woefully. So coming days will be so intriguing. I will be watching from our own standpoint, maybe sipping our juice.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. All right, more comments to take on social media, precisely on Facebook. But you can send me an SMS or WhatsApp message on 090-5948-1021. Jonathan Adegio says, APC has done so well. We will win in all states is fallacy. And this is in response to a comment made by Governor Hope Uzodinma. And he says APC will win presidency and some governorship, but cannot win governorship in Rivers State. Charles Barinoa says, I don't want to be a minister. Wike, he has started again by saying he doesn't. When it happens now, he will start running from pillar to post. All right. Vincent Gossi says the rate at which Nigerian medical doctors are leaving the country in search of greener pastures abroad is a serious cause for concern. If time is not taken, we might not have doctors in our health facilities in the nearest future. Unfortunately, rather than doing the needful to improve on infrastructure, better working condition, better pay packages, and provide adequate security, the government is busy ensuring that termites eat vouchers to cover up financial misappropriation. What a country. Good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Josh calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, Josh, good to have you on the program. Go ahead.
First of all, I want to say to our good friend JJ, good morning to you. This is when our people are waking up. And secondly, you are talking about ASU strike ending in a deadlock and
Yes.
the agreement.
The meeting, yes.
Now, good. Now, let me ask you, before I proceed, I want to ask the youth and their parents and their brothers campaigning PVC. Do you think in Ivory Coast or in Ghana or South Africa, you will keep prospective young men at home and women for 6 to 7 months, and somebody will be mentioning PVC in their ear by now? When you let them, now, the children of those keeping them at home are studying abroad. They travel abroad to celebrate the graduation of their own children in a country where human beings govern, where there are no strikes. And the youth, some of them, if you have bosses, their fathers, their brothers and sisters are still shouting PVC by now. in a country that kept them at home. And the funniest part of it is that the moment this strike is called off, anytime they manage to call off the strike, do you know that they accelerate them and they write exam and they get promoted? And tomorrow you expect me to set up a company and employ any of them on empty brain, and nobody is questioning or asking them to go and cover the moment you have lost, and before. Let the curriculum, let the timetable change, let the academic calendar change, so that the world will understand that the people governing this part of the world are not responsible people.
All right.
Now, this issue of strike, the people presiding over the affairs of Nigeria now, from the presidency to the Senate head to the everything, they are all from one tribe. Please, I want to give our people and the listeners assignment. Tell us one Fulani scientist that you know, just one.
All right.
You want them to give you money to go to school.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for your comment. Good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Romanus. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, Romanus, go ahead. I'm listening. You have less than a minute, please.
You carry the caption that says that most of them are saying the start is APC go win that.
He said that the APC has done very well and they're going to win all the states. That's what he had to say.
I am telling you the truth that from that place, this is the man who go fit win his word. Even my mother is 97 years old, is crying every day. What is happening in Imo State? I am telling you the truth. He will never be a death of vote. Even if you like, make him buy the whole armored personnel. That day, you will never see one vote. Thank you, Romanus. You're calling from Port Harcourt.
Thank you very much for joining me. All right, let me take some more comments on Facebook here. Comrade Clinton says the House fighting in the PDP, the in-house fighting in the PDP, Rivers State and Nigeria will in no time relegate the party to the states where APC River States find themselves now. No political party can win election with this kind of crisis. As for Wike, the man owned done too much. It's not like Atiku is not ready to pacify him because we are seeing his moves. Wike is just too complicated. Good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Well, unfortunately, your line is not clear. I'd like to just have you call me back. Again, the phone lines are 070-507-91021 and 081-174-31021. Back to Facebook. Chile Edwin says it's quite ridiculous that Governor Wike will be saying that he doesn't want to be a minister, which was the same thing he told the world that he doesn't want to be a vice president, but later wanted to kill himself for the position. Nobody wanted to kill himself. And people should mind the kind of rhetorics that they listen to. Today, the Rivers elders that were assembled by Governor Wike have become rumor mongers and jobless people, according to the governor. And this is the height of mockery on his supposed eminent Rivers citizen. Good morning. Super FM Port Harcourt lost that one there. Okay, Barry Foster says, I agree with him to an extent. APC will win the presidential election in most states, including Rivers State, but APC will lose the gubernatorial election to Senator Magnus Abiy and the SDP. All right, Kwate Magnus says, the statement credited to IBB that God's intervention is key to political activities in Nigeria is a welcome development. We have sinned a lot, and all we need is total surrendering of ourselves in his presence for forgiveness. May God give Nigeria better leaders that can transform the country from its current state to an enviable height come 2023. Good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt. Okay, your line is still breaking. If you can just move a bit and continue, please.
Okay. I want to let over Adam's statement. Adamu has been trying to encourage Nigeria to...
No, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. We cannot put the show through that. Please just do something about it, or maybe use a different line. All right, to call, please. Hello, good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Welcome.
Yeah. This is Mr. Tango Chijoki calling you from Eche Burokri.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Tango Chijoki.
Mr. Hopo Zaremase APC will win all the states. I believe when he was saying that, he was not in his right senses. Because even him, we all knew how he came into power. It was the Supreme Court that brought him into power. If it is to win hands down, he did not even win. He came third. Now in APC. That was APC when he came third. Because APC helped him today, that is why he's president APC.
All right.
Doesn't know what he's doing. When he goes down from that seat, he will know what he's doing. That is my own take. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining me. All right, back to Facebook right now. Kone Barry says, no party can win election fighting itself, Wike. So he knows this and yet is fighting the party, demanding unnecessarily. Today he has said he doesn't want to be minister. Tomorrow he'll be shouting they didn't make him a minister. Wike is yet to tell Nigerians what he wants and who he wants to vote for. Good morning, final caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. What's your name?
My name is Triumphant Agava.
Triumphant. Please go ahead.
Yeah, very quickly, I want to comment His Excellency Jason Wike for the Laudable Project Commission yesterday. The international airport is highly commendable, and this is what we are talking about. We need nation builders, people who go out to do things that are extraordinary. So, I want to commend His Excellency. We are doing a good project, and may God bless him.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, let me try to wrap things up right now. But this, good morning, my sister. Light Tochuku from Oyibo. Hope Uzodinma said APC will win in all states. Imo State, a case study of good governance. All right. Thank you very, very much for your comment. Prince Onengiofori says APC has done well and will win all 23 states. Hope Uzodinma. Governor Hope Uzodinma will have to review his situation, his statement that says all because it does not confirm with the reality in River State unless he's speaking on the premise of fourth becoming first. Okay, Rivers people have long pitched their tent with Senator Magnus Abe. All right, thank you. Celestine Pe says Governor Wike, he is a controversial man. Very hard to corner him. When Atiku sees that he is of a man of integrity, he now uses different dimensions to get him to his hands, and it is not that easy for him. Chiagozie says APC has done so well, will win. Everyone is opinionated, so that's his stake. And then Wike is upbeat about rumors about him by Atiku supporters. Now it shows that no be only him get a big mouth to talk about people indiscriminately. Our men are becoming tools used by the devil. How can you knock your wife a cutlass over a girlfriend? Marriages these days are becoming a wrestling ground. Strike again as well. I knew the meeting between federal government and the ASU will end in deadlock. Now the students are the ones to bear the brunt. All right, Umma says, Dr. Umma says, meeting ended in deadlock. I have not seen an insensitive government that cares less about the education of our children and their glorious destinies. We have all the money for frivolities, but the education of our future leaders means nothing. What a shame. Does it concern them? No. Their children are all studying abroad. Nigeria is on strike. Everything will be on hold and more people suffering and dying. So unfortunate. It is indeed. All right, up next is IM Properties. Thank you very much for joining me on the review today. That's the much that I can take, but stick around. We're going to be talking about something very interesting. There seems to be a brain drain in very many parts, many sectors, banking sector, medical sector, you just name it. And ASU recently talked about the fact that many of their lecturers are leaving the country since the strike that has lasted 6 months and counting. We're going to be looking at many things, but the question we're going to be asking is what's the way forward and what should we look out for when choosing the next leader? All right, I've just been told that I have a comment on the mobile app, so let me quickly take that particular one. All right, Pio says 18 billion naira for bush clearing in a country where we constantly borrow funds to service our debts. Something is fundamentally wrong with our leaders. Next time they go on their extravagant medical trips, they should also do a mental check. All right, thank you for your comment. Moving away now to bring you I Am Properties. Don't change the dial. It's Super 93.3 FM. Thank you for staying. Do stay on.
We know what you want and how you want it.
You're Super FM. Yeah!
Real quick, I do have a guest with me in the studio, and he is a representative of I Am Properties, Mr. Phil Ndukwe. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Port Harcourt and beyond, wherever you're listening from right now. My name is Phil Ndukwe from I Am Properties.
All right, so tell us about I Am Properties. What are you people all about?
Okay, I'm excited to let you know about I Am Properties. I Am Properties is a genuine real estate company that is headquartered right here in the city of Port Harcourt. Yes, by God's grace, over the years, we have helped a lot of men and women become landlords. Men who never believed that they could become landlord at this time in their life. Some of them are some of our clients are petty traders. Some are just people who are struggling with minimum wage in Nigeria. But we have helped them with amazing plans to become landlords in this city of Port Harcourt. Now, we are not just attending to people who want to become landlords. We're also attending to those who have bulk money in the